I think about that night often when I met my best friend. I didn't know it then, but my life was about to change.
Hey, I'm Kelsey. What's your name?
Meg?
You have so many cookbooks. Don't you have any magazines?
Why are you in my house?
I live here.
For 8 years, I avoided that basement until finally I had to go back.
Power outage? Are you kidding me? Mom!
You okay, sweetie?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Can you find us some candles? I think they're in the basement.
How am I going to see them? It's so dark.
There should be a flashlight in the kitchen.
Looking for these? Ah! Who are you? You don't remember me? We met when you first moved in. That was you? What's going on? Calm down, seriously. Take some of these up to your mom, then we'll talk. You found some matches? Yeah. So, you live down here? I guess you could say that. It would be more fitting to say I'm stuck down here. I've been down here for a very long time, Megan. How old are you? I had my 17th birthday here with my family a long time ago. You're a ghost? I don't remember dying. I woke up down here one day, and I haven't been able to leave. So, what have you... Coming!
The shock of knowing what Kelsey was passed quickly. The peculiarity that was my best friend was a ghost who lived in my basement never fazed me. The months passed and we grew ever closer. Before we knew it, a full year had passed.
Oh my god, Megan, what's that for? It's for us! Okay, what's the matter? You're not acting like yourself at all. I'm going to college, Kelsey. I'm leaving next month and I'm not sure when I'll be back. Oh, well, you know I'm not going anywhere. I never brought it up before, Megan, but I don't know what happened to me. Maybe it's what's keeping me down here. I need you to figure out what happened to me, Megan. I'll figure out what happened to you and I'll book the first flight back home.
I mean to keep that promise. I really did. But it turns out my mom was barely scraping by. She couldn't keep up with the mortgage and send me to school.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, I can talk. What's up? What? You're losing the house? Mom, why? I can take a semester off and come home to work. You're already moving?
As I paced back and forth in front of that library, I realized that I was never going to see my best friend again. As the decades passed, I began to forget about Kelsey, but in the back of my mind, I always remembered my promise to her. 25 years passed before I finally found the answer I was looking for.
On the line now, we have Susan Graham with a song request for her mother.
Hi, can you play Be My Baby by the Ronettes? It was my mom's favorite song.
Sure, what's the occasion?
It's the 50th anniversary of my mom's death. My mom, Kelsey, danced to this song at her Sweet 16.
After some searching, I found Susan online and convinced her to meet me for coffee later the same day.
May I call you Megan?
Megan is fine, Miss Graham.
Very well. What's the fascination with my mother?
Your mother was a friend of my mother's.
To be perfectly honest, I don't know very much about my mother myself. After she died, her parents, who were my grandparents, raised me as their own.
You are Kelsey's daughter.
Yes, I am. My mother was just 17 years old when she had me. Her parents were mortified when they found out she was pregnant.
How did they react?
Well, they didn't say very much to her about it, but teen pregnancy was more of a stigma then than it is now.
How did they manage to keep it hidden?
Her parents pulled her out of school when she started to show, and after that, Kelsey took up her own habits to stay hidden.
She didn't want anyone else to know either.
That's right. When friends would come over, Kelsey would go downstairs to read. As time went on, she spent more and more time down there. Her parents never made her stay apart. It was as much Kelsey's will as her own. The trouble came when my grandparents' friends came over for dinner and Kelsey went into labor.
Oh my God! What happened?
No one expected it to happen then. As soon as my grandparents' guests left, they called the midwife to come and help. They did everything short of taking her to the hospital, but Kelsey didn't make it.
Susan, there's someone you need to meet. Follow me, Susan. It wasn't easy, but I convinced Susan Graham to come with me back to my old house. It was the middle of the day, and as I had hoped, the house was empty.
What are we doing here?
Kelsey, it's Megan!
What are you shouting at?
Kelsey, I'm back!
Wait!
Kelsey, this is your daughter. You died in childbirth delivering her.
How could I not recognize my own daughter?
Are you my mother? I don't understand.
You don't have to.
In the end, I kept my promise to Kelsey. Susan had so many questions, and I didn't have many answers. I couldn't explain what happened to Kelsey any more than she could. To this day, I think of the year I spent with Kelsey, but I don't regret helping her move on. A person like her deserved it.